Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatha Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raganatam Bidham Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shri Rishikam Vitam Sya Om Ajnana Timarandasya Yanajana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Sapurakam Gurganana Sisha Sambhushitam Chincha Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanavam Govindam Vidam Ujwalam Bharatanum Bhaktiyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwakurunsha Divyad Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pranam Devam Divyatanam Suchandavananam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadekavaranam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Mandetam Shubhadam Madaka Sharanam Yashishwara Sridharam Vanchakopatarubhyasya Kripasindobhyevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gorata Vishay Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad. This is Madhya-lila, chapter 20. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructs Sanatan Goswami in the science of the absolute truth. Bande Nantad Bhutaishvaryam Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhum Nichopi Yat Prasadat Shad Bhakti Shastra Pravartakaha. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who has unlimited wonderful opulences. By his mercy, even a person born as the lowest of men can spread the science of devotional service. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Advaita Acharya, and all glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Eta Gode Sanatana Ache Bandi Shale Sri Rupa Goswami Patri Aila Hinakale. While Sanatan Goswami was imprisoned in Bengal, a letter arrived from Srila Rupa Goswami. Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur informs us that this letter from Rupa Goswami to Sanatan Goswami is mentioned by the annotator of the Udvata Chandrika. Srila Rupa Goswami wrote a note to Sanatan Goswami from Bakla. The note indicated that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was coming to Mathura, and it stated, Yarupate Kwa Gata Mathura Puri Raghupate Kwa Gatotara Koshala Iti Vichintya Karusva Manastiram Nasad Idam Jagat Iti Avadaraya. Where has the Mathura Puri of Yarupati gone? Where has the northern Koshala of Raghupati gone? By reflection, make the mind steady, thinking this universe is not eternal. Patri Paya Sanatana Anandita Hoila Yarava Rakaka Pasha Kohite Lagila. When Sanatan Goswami received this note from Rupa Goswami, he became very pleased. He immediately went to the jail superintendent, who is a Yavana, who is a Muslim, and spoke as follows: Tumiye Jinnapira Mahabhagavan Ketaba Korun Ketava Korana Shastre Ache Tomaragyan. Sanatan Goswami told the Muslim jailkeeper, "Dear sir, you are a saintly person and are very fortunate. You have full knowledge of the revealed scriptures, such as the Quran and similar books. Ek bandi chare jari nija dharma dekiya samsara hoite tare mukta korana goshaya." If one releases a conditioned soul or imprisoned person according to religious principles, he himself is also released from material bondage by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purveyame tomar koriyache upakar tumiyama chare kora pratyupakar. Purveyame tomara koriyache upakar tumiyama chare kora pratyupakar. Sanatan Goswami continued, "Previously I have done much for you. Now I am in difficulty. Please return my goodwill by releasing me." Pancha sahasra mudra tumi kora angikar punya arta dui laba hoibe tomar. Here are 5,000 gold coins. Please accept them. By releasing me, you will receive the results of pious activities and gain material profit as well. Thus you will profit in two ways simultaneously. Tabe se javana kohe shuna mahashai tomare chariba kintu kore rajabai. In this way, Sanatana Goswami convinced the jailkeeper, who replied, "Please hear me, my dear sir. I'm willing to release you, but I'm afraid of the government. I'm afraid of the king, the Muslim king." Sanatana kohe tumina kora rajabai dakina giache jari lute anjajai. Sanatana kohe tumina kora rajabai dakina giache jari lute oljai. Tahara kahiyo se maya kritya gela gangara nikata ganga deki japadila. Sanatana Goswami, Sanatana Goswami replied, or Sanatana replied, "There is no danger. The Nawab has gone to the south. If he returns, tell him that Sanatan went to pass stool near the bank of the Ganges, and that as soon as he saw the Ganges, he jumped in. Aneka dekina taralag na paila daduka sahita dubi kahan bahigela." Tell him, "I looked for him a long time, but I could not find any trace of him. He jumped in with his shackles, and therefore he was drowned and washed away by the waves. Kichubai nahi ami ideshina rab darabesha hoya ami makake jaiba." There's no reason for you to be afraid, for I shall not remain in this country. I shall become a mendicant. I'll become a darvish and go to the holy city of Mecca. Tatapi javana man prasanana dekila shata hanchara mudra tara age rashikoila. Sanatana Goswami could see that the mind of the Muslim was still not satisfied. He then stacked 7,000 gold coins before him. So Sanatana Goswami told the Muslim showkeeper, "I won't stay here, I'm going to Mecca." And he offered him 7,000 gold coins. Lobahoila javanera mudra dekiya ratre ganga parakoila daruka katiya. Who is this? When the Muslim saw the coins, he was attracted to them. He then agreed, and that night he cut Sanatan's shackles and let him cross the Ganges. Gadadwara pata chadila naretahan jaite ratridina chaliaila patara parbate. In this way, Sanatan Goswami was released. However, he was not able to walk along the main path of the fortress. He was not able to walk along the path of the fortress. Walking day and night, he finally arrived at the hilly tract of land known as Patada. Tata ek bomika hoi tara taigila parvata parakora ama vinate korila. After reaching Patada, he met a landholder and submissively requested him to get him across the hilly tract of land. Se bunara sange hoi hate ganita bunara kane kohe se jani ekata. A man who was expert in palmistry was at that time staying with the landlord. Knowing about Sanatan, he whispered the following in the landlord's ear. Iharatai suvarnara ashtamohara hoi shunyanandita bunya sanatane koi. The palmist said, this man Sanatan possesses 8 gold coins. Hearing this, the landlord was very pleased and spoke the following to Sanatan Goswami. Ratre parvata para koriba nijaloka bojana korahat tumi randana korea. The landlord said, I shall get you across that hilly tract at night with my own men. Now just cook for yourself and take your lunch. Etabole anadila korea saman sanatana asitabe koila nadisnans. Saying this, the landlord offered Sanatan grain to cook. He offered him some rice to cook. Sanatan then went to the riverside and took his bath. Dui upavase koila randana bojane rajamantri Sanatana vicharila mane. Because Sanatan had been fasting for 2 days, he cooked the food and ate it. However, having formerly been a minister of the Nawab, he began to contemplate the situation. E bunya kene more samana korila eta chinti Sanatana ishane puchila. As a former minister for the Nawab, Sanatan could certainly understand diplomacy. He therefore thought, why is this landlord offering me such respect? Thinking this way, he questioned his servant, whose name was Ishan. Tomaratai jani kachud dravya achai Ishan kohe moratai tai shata mohara hoi. Sanatan asked his servant, Ishan, I think you have some valuable things with you. Ishan replied, yes, I have seven gold coins. Actually, he had 8 gold coins, but he told Sanatan Goswami he had 7 gold coins. Shuni Sanatana Tare Korila Barsan Sangekeni Anijacha Ekala Jam. Hearing this, Sanatan chastised his servant, saying, why have you brought this death knell with you? Tabese Shatamohar Hastete Korea Bunyara Kache Jana Kohe Moharadaria. Thereupon Sanatan Goswami took the 7 gold coins in his hands and went to the landlord. Holding the gold coins before him, he spoke as follows. Eshata Suvarna Mohar Aichila Amar Ihaloya Dharmadeki Parvata Korapar. I have these 7 gold coins with me. Please accept them. And from a religious point of view, please get me across that hilly tract of land. Rajabandiyami Gara Dwara Jaitina Pari Punya Habe Parvata Ama Deho Parakori. I am a prisoner of the government, and I cannot go along the way of the ramparts. It will be very pious of you to take this money and kindly get me across the hilly tract of land. Punya haseko he ami janiachi pachile ashtamohara hoy tomar sevaka anachale. Smiling, the landlord said, "Before you offered them, I already knew that there were 8 gold coins in your servant's possession. Tomamare mohara loitam agik kararatriye balo hoila kohila tumi chuntilana papa hoite." On this very night it would have killed you and taken your coins. It is very good that you have voluntarily offered them to me. I am now relieved from such a sinful activity. Santusha hoilana ami moharana loiba punyalage parvata toma para koridiba. I am very satisfied with your behavior. I shall not accept these gold coins, but I shall get you across the hilly tract of land simply to perform a pious activity. Gosaiko he ke hodramya loiba amamari amara prana rakta kora drabya angi kori. Sanatan Goswami replied, "If you do not accept these coins, someone else will kill me for them. It is better that you save me from the danger by accepting the coins." Tabe bunya gosara sange Chare paikadila ratre ratre banapate parvata parakoila. After this settlement was made, the landlord gave Sanatan Goswami 4 watchmen to accompany him. They went through the forest path for the whole night and thus brought him over the hilly tract of land. Tabe para hoya gosai puchila ishane Jani Sesha Drabya Kichu Ache Tomastane. After crossing the hills, Sanatan Goswami told his servant, "Ishan, I think you still have some balance left from the gold coins." Ishan Kohe Ek Mohara Ache Abasesh Gosai Kohe Mohara Loya Jahatumidesh. Ishan replied, "I still have 1 gold coin in my possession." Sanatan Goswami then said, "Take the coin and return to your home." Tare vidaya diya gosai chalila ekala hate karonya chinda kanta nirvaya hoila. After departing from Ishan, Sanatan Goswami began traveling alone with a water pot in his hand, simply covered with a torn quilt. He thus lost all his anxiety. Chali chali Gosai tabe aila hachipure sanja kole basila egg udyana bitare. Walking and walking, Sanatan Goswami finally arrived at a place called Hajipur. That evening he sat down within a garden. Say Hajipure Rohi Shrikanta Taranam Gosaira Bhagine Pati Kore Rajakam. In Hajipur there was a gentleman named Shrikanta who happened to be the husband of Sanatan Goswami's sister. He was engaged there in government service. Tinlak Mudra Raja Diache Tarastane Goda Muya Loya Patai Patsarastane. Shrikant had 300,000 gold coins with him, which had been given to him by the emperor for the purchase of horses. Shrikant had 300,000 gold coins with him, which had been given to him by the emperor for the purchase of horses. Thus Shrikant was buying horses and dispatching them to the emperor. Tungi upara basi se gosaira dekila ratri ek jana sange gosai pashaila. When Shrikant was sitting in an elevated place, he could see Sanatan Goswami. That night he took a servant and went to see Sanatan Goswami. Duijana mili tata ishta goshti koila vandana mokana kata gosai sakali kohila. When they met, they had many conversations. Sanatan Goswami told him in detail about his arrest and release. Tehoko he dina dui roha estane badrahaud chara e malina basane. Sanatan then told Srikant then told Sanatan Goswami, stay here for at least 2 days and dress up like a gentleman. Abandon these dirty garments. Cierra esta puerta. Gosai kohe ekana ihana rahiba ganga para korideho ekane shaliba. Sanatan Goswami Sanatan Goswami replied, Sanatan Goswami replied, I shall not stay here even for a moment. Please help me cross the Ganges. I shall leave immediately. Jatana korite ho egg bota kambala dila gangapara kori dila gosai chalila. With great care Srikant gave him a woolen blanket and helped him cross the Ganges. Thus, Sanatan Goswami departed again. Tabe Varanashi Gosai Aila Katadine Shunyanandito Hoila Prabhura Agamane. After a few days, Sanatan Goswami arrived at Varanashi. He was very pleased to hear about Mahaprabhu's arrival there. Chandrasekhare Gare Ashi Dwarate Basila Mahaprabhu Jani Chandrasekhare Kohila. Sanatan Goswami then went to the house of Chandrasekhar and sat down by the door. Understanding what was happening, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to Chandrasekhar. Dware ek Vaishnava hoy bolahat tahare Chandrasekhar deke Vaishnava nahika dware. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, there is a Vaishnava devotee at your door. Please call him in. Going outside, Chandrasekhar could not see a Vaishnava at his door. Dwarate Vaishnava nahi prabhure kohila keho hoy kori prabhu tahare puchila. When Chandrasekhar informed the Lord that no Vaishnava was at his door, the Lord asked him, is there anyone at all at your door? Teo kohe ek darabesh ache dware tare ana prabhur bake kohilatahare. Chandrasekhar replied, there is a Muslim mendicant, Sri Darabesh. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately said, please bring him here. Chandrasekhar then spoke to Sanatan Goswami, who is still sitting beside the door. So Sanatan Goswami had been in the employment of the Muslim government, and he himself looked like a Muslim mendicant. So, Prabhu Tomai Bolaya Aisha Darabesh Shunyanande Sanatana Korila Pravesh. So Chandrasekhar says, O Muslim mendicant, please come in. The Lord is calling you. Sanatan Goswami was very pleased to hear this order, and he entered Chandrasekhar's house. Tahare angane deke prabhu Daya Aila Tarya Lingana Kori Prema Vishta Hoila. As soon as Mahaprabhu saw Sanatan Goswami in the courtyard, he immediately went up to him with great haste. After embracing him, the Lord was overwhelmed with ecstatic love. Prabhu Sparshe Prema Vishta Hoila Sanatan Morinaj Chuniya Kohe Gadgara Bachan. As soon as Mahaprabhu touched Sanatan Goswami, Sanatan was overwhelmed with ecstatic love. In a faltering voice he said, "O my Lord, do not touch me." Duwijane Galagale Rodana Apar Deke Chandra Shekhare Hoila Chamatkar. Shoulder to shoulder, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sanatan Goswami began to cry unlimitedly. Chandrasekhar was very much astonished to see this. Tabe Prabhu Tarahata Dori Loyagela Pindara Upare Apana Bashe Bashaila. Catching his hand, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took Sanatan Goswami inside and made him sit on an elevated place next to him. Shri Haste Koranatara Anga Samarjan Teho Kohe Mora Prabhu Nakora Sparshan. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began cleansing Sanatan Goswami's body with his own transcendental hands, Sanatan Goswami said, "O my Lord, please do not touch me. Prabhu Kohe Toma Sparshi Atma Pavitrite." Bhakti Bole Paratuvi Brahmanda Shodite. Let him in. Day no intro. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began cleansing Sanatan Goswami's body with his own transcendental hand, Sanatan Goswami said, "O my Lord, please do not touch me." Prabhu Kohe Thomas Parshi Atma Pravitrite Bhakti Bole Paratumi Brahmanda Shodite. The Lord replied, "I am touching you just to purify myself, because by the force of your devotional service, you can purify the whole universe." Bhavad Vida Bhagavatas Tirtha Bhuta Swayam Prabhu Tirti Kurvanti Tirtani Svantastena Gadabrita. Saints of your caliber are themselves places of pilgrimage. Because of their purity, they are constant companions of the Lord, and therefore they can purify even the places of pilgrimage. Name Bhaktas Chaturvedi Mad Bhakta Sva Pacha Priyaha Tasmai Deyam Tato Grayam Nacha Puja Yatayaham. Lord Krishna said, even though a person is a very learned scholar of the Sanskrit Vedic literatures, he is not accepted as my devotee unless he is pure in devotional service. However, even though a person is born in a family of dog-eaters, he is very dear to me if he is a pure devotee who has no motive to enjoy fruitive activity or mental speculation. Indeed, all respect should be given to him, and whatever he offers should be accepted. Such devotees are as worshipable as I am. Vipadvishad guna yutad aravinda naba padaravinda vimukad srapacham varishtam manyetad arpita mano vachane hitarta. pranam punati sa kulam natu burimanaha. One may be born in a Brahmin family and have all 12 Brahminical qualities, but if one is not devoted to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, who has a navel shaped like a lotus, he is not as good as a Chandala, who has dedicated his mind, words, activities, wealth, and life to the service of the Lord. Simply to take birth in a Brahmin family or to have Brahminical qualities is not sufficient. One must become a pure devotee of the Lord. If a Svapacha or Chandala is a devotee, he delivers not only himself but his whole family, whereas a Brahmin who is not a devotee but simply has Brahminical qualifications cannot even purify himself, what to speak of his family. Toma deki, toma sparshi, gai tomaragun, sarvendriya vala e shastra nirupan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, by seeing you, by touching you, and by glorifying your transcendental qualities, one can perfect the purpose of all sense activity. This is the verdict of the revealed scriptures. Gaurasundar, come. Akshno phalam tvadrisha darshanam hi tano phalam tvadrisha gatrasangaha jiva phalam tvadrisha kirtanam hi sadurlabha bhagavata iloke. My dear Vaishnava, seeing a person like you is the perfection of one's eyesight. Touching your lotus feet is the perfection of the sense of touch. And glorifying your good qualities is the tongue's real activity. For in the material world it is very difficult to find a pure devotee of the Lord. Akshno phalam tvadrisha darshanam hi tano phalam tvadrisha gatrasangaha jiva phalam tvadrisha kirtanam hi sadurlabha bhagavata iloke. My dear Vaishnava, seeing a person like you is the perfection of one's eyesight. Touching your lotus feet is the perfection of the sense of touch. And glorifying your good qualities is the tongue's real activity. For in the material world it is very difficult to find a pure devotee of the Lord. Ita kohe kohe Prabhu Shuna Sanatan Krishna Bora Doyamoy Patita Pavan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, my dear Sanatan, please hear from me. Krishna is very merciful and he is the deliverer of all fallen souls. Maharorava hoite toma korela unar kripar samudra Krishna gambira apar. My dear Sanatan, Krishna has saved you from the Maharorava, life's deepest hell. He is an ocean of mercy and his activities are very grave. Sanatan kohe Krishnami nahi jani Amara udara hetu tamara kripa mani. Sanatan replied, I do not know who Krishna is. As far as I am concerned, I have been released from prison only by your mercy. Kamone chutila boli prabhu prashna koila adyo panta sabakata teho shunaila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then asked Sanatan Goswami, how were you released from prison? Sanatan then described the story from beginning to end. Prabhu kohe tomara duibai prayagi melila Rupanupamadhuhe Vrindavana Gela. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I met your two brothers, Rupa and Anupama, at Prayag. They have now gone to Vrindavan. Tapana Mishrare Ara Chandra Shekarare. Tapana Mishrare Ara Chandra Shekarare. Prabhu Agyaya Sanatana Milila Dohare. By the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sanatan Goswami met both Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar. Tapan Mishra Tabe Tare Koila Nimantran Prabhu Kohe Kora Koraha Jaha Sanatam. Tapan Mishra then extended an invitation to Sanatan, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Sanatan to go get a shave. Chandrasekhar Prabhu Kohe Bolaya Ebesha Dura Kora Jaha Ihare Loya. After this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called Chandrasekhar and asked him to take Sanatan Goswami with him. He also asked him to take away Sanatan's present dress. So Sanatan Goswami, when he came, there, Tapan Mishra, wait a minute. No, originally Sanatan Goswami arrived at Chandrasekhar's house and he looked like a Muslim mendicant. He was in the service of the Muslim and he was looking like a Muslim mendicant. So after this, Mahaprabhu called Chandrasekhar and asked him to take Sanatan Goswami with him. He also asked him to take away Sanatan's present dress, to give him other clothing. Bhadrakona Natare Gangasnan Koraila Sekaraniya Tare Nutana Bastradila. Chandrasekhar then made Sanatan Goswami look like a gentleman. He took him to Chandrasekhar, then took Sanatan Goswami, then made Sanatan Goswami look like a gentleman. He took him to bathe in the Ganges, and afterwards he brought him a new set of clothes. The words Bhadra Konanas are significant in this verse. Due to his long hair, mustache, and beard, so Sanatan Goswami looked like a Daravesh or hippie. Since Mahaprabhu did not like Sanatan Goswami's hippie features, he immediately asked Chandrasekhar to get him shaved clean. If anyone with long hair or a beard wants to join the Krishna conscious movement and live with us, he must similarly shave himself clean. The followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu consider long hair objectionable. Sanatan Goswami was saved from a hellish condition, Maharorava, by the grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Maharorava is a hell wherein animal killers are placed. In this regard, you can refer to Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto. Sevastra Sanatana Koila Angikar Shunya Prabhura Mane Ananda Par. Chandrasekhar offered a new set of garments to Sanatan Goswami, but Sanatan Goswami did not accept them. When Mahaprabhu heard news of this, he became unlimitedly happy. Madhyana Koriya Prabhu Gela Bika Koribare Sanatane Loya Gela Tapan Mishra Ragare. After bathing at noon, Mahaprabhu went to the house of Tapan Mishra for lunch. He took Sanatan Goswami with him. So Sanatan Goswami accepted not new clothes, but he accepted old clothes from Tapan Mishra. Paraprakalana Kori Bikate Basila Sanatane Bikadeho Mishrare Kohila. After washing his feet, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat down for lunch. He asked Tapan Mishra to supply Sanatana Goswami lunch also. Mishra Koe Sanatanara Kichu Krityache Tumi Bika Kora Prasad Tari Diba Bache. Tapan Mishra then said, Sanatan has some duty to perform, therefore he cannot accept lunch now. At the conclusion of the meal, I shall supply Sanatan with some remnants. Bika Kore Mahaprabhu Vishrama Korila Mishra Prabhura Sesha Patra Sanatane Dila. After eating, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took rest for a while. Tapan Mishra then gave Sanatan Goswami the remnants of food left by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mishra Sanatane Dila Nutana Basan Bastra Nahi Nila Teho Koila Nibedan. When Tapan Mishra offered Sanatan Goswami a new cloth, he did not accept it. Instead, he spoke as follows. More Bastra Dile Jadi Tomara Hoiman Nija Paridana Ek Deho Puratan. If you want to give me some cloth according to your desire, please give me an old cloth you have used. Tabi Mishra Puratana Ek Doti Dila Teho Dui Bahirbas Kopina Korila. When Tapan Mishra gave Sanatan Goswami a used dhoti, Sanatan immediately tore it into pieces to make 2 sets of outer cloth and underwear. Outer cloth means like a sannyas dhoti or a short or like dress of a mendicant. Maharashtriya Dvije Prabhu Milala Sanatane Sevi Pratare Koila Mahanimantrane. When Mahaprabhu introduced the Maharashtrian Brahman to Sanatan, the Brahman immediately invited Sanatan Goswami for full meals. Sanatana Tumi Jabat Kashite Rohila Tabat Amar Gare Bika Jay Koriba. The Brahmin said, my dear Sanatan, as long as you remain at Kashi, please accept lunch at my place. Sanatana Kohe Ami Madhukare Koriba Brahmanera Gare Kini Ekatra Bika Lab. Sanatan replied, I shall practice the process of Madhukari. Why should I accept full meals in the house of a Brahmin? The word Madhukari comes from the word Madhukar, which refers to bees collecting honey from flower to flower. Madhukari is a saintly person or a mendicant who does not accept a full meal at one house, but begs from door to door, taking a little food from each householder's place. In this way, he does not overeat or give householders unnecessary trouble. A person in the renounced order may beg but not cook. His begging should not be a burden for the householders. The Madhukari process is strictly to be followed by a Babaji, that is, one who has attained the Paramahamsa stage. This practice is still current in Vrindavan, and there are many places where alms are offered. Unfortunately, there are many beggars who have come to Vrindavan to accept alms but not follow the principles of Sanatan Goswami. People try to imitate him and lead an idle life by practicing Madhukari. It is almost impossible to strictly follow Sanatan Goswami or Rupa Goswami. It is better to accept food offered to Krishna in the temple than to try and imitate Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami. Yuktahara viharasya jukta chestasya karmasu yukta swapna vabodasya yogo bhavati dukkha. He who is regulated in his habits of eating, sleeping, recreation, and work can mitigate all material pains by practicing the yoga system. The ideal sannyasi strictly follows the ways practiced by the Goswamis. Sanatanera Vairagya Prabhu Ananda Apar Bhota Kambala Pani Prabhu Chahe Baribar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt unlimited happiness to observe Sanatan Goswami's strict following of the principles of sannyas. However, he repeatedly glanced at the woolen blanket Sanatan Goswami was wearing, because this woolen blanket was a new, valuable woolen blanket that was given to Sanatan Goswami when he came to the house of his brother-in-law. His brother-in-law, his brother-in-law, let's see, Srikant is married to Sanatan Goswami's sister, and he had given him a wool blanket. So tomorrow we'll hear about that. We'll continue reading. Okay. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Mananaman Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Janardan Sri Vasari Gora Bhaktivedanta Rupa Sanatan Seva Gopala Bhattadasa Raguna Echai Gosai Kori Janana Bandan Jao Ite Vignana Sabista Puran Echai Gosai Jarmui Janardan Kasabar Pada Renu Mora Panchagan Kader Janana Sevi Bhakta Saniman Janame More Abilan Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Tilak Neri Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunashi Jiva Gopal Bhadda Dasha Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Prem Sigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasri Shri Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Vishwabhananya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Nam Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shriman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Koladvip Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan Shyam Kuna Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jo Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.